Good morning, it's Vivian Hunter, and we're going to have quite a short meditation. This one is going to focus on getting into a real space of peace and release. We're going to look at everything gently, 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 loving the moment, loving ourselves, loving everything in front of us, behind us, around us, and getting to a space of being able to release that. And if not completely release it, then to get more peace with it and have a process to keep using, to keep returning to a more peaceful space with whatever's occurring or whatever may come up of a different nature or circumstance. So before we start, remember to like, share, subscribe so you know I do post weekly on Sundays or Mondays. The last few weeks it's been fortnightly, as I've created a 9-part interview series with 9 other people. It turned out to be wonderful conversations that were held. The link is in this and last week's video. If you're interested in taking a look at those, they'll remain open. They're free to look at. There's beautiful conversations about all sorts of things with 9 people following their dreams despite whatever else was going on. It's very, very interesting, very inspiring and encouraging conversations. But that's just so you're aware. And now we take a deep breath and we relax. Breathing right to the bottom of your lungs. Release. Breathing right to the bottom of your lungs again. Hold. And out. Okay. That should have slowed us down a little. The next step after taking a few big, slow breaths is put your hands near your belly button, one, the other hand up near your sternum, the top part of your chest, the flat part, both hands at the same time, one lower, one higher. And just connecting in with your body as you keep breathing. You can do deeper breaths if you want, but just consciously. A few slowish breaths with your hands. Check in with your body and just get really out of your head and aware in your body. Anything you notice, any tension, any feelings that can be emotional or physical, any sensations, just notice them. If they're uncomfortable, send it love, notice it and love it. Continue breathing, being aware that you're breathing. Bring your awareness back to the moment, back into your body, noticing your breathing, noticing anything that's coming up, and just noticing, breathing, and being very, very present. Okay, beautiful. Now, I want you to think of everything that's going on right now that you're not comfortable with. And that can be, I think a big one for everyone is simply the fact that the coronavirus exists and is raging out of control in so many places. And all the effects of it, that can just be one massive thing. If it has direct effects on you beyond the witnessing of it, or living in an area where it is, but I mean, you've been affected or someone you love, which is quite likely. Add in that, add in your own direct effects as well. If you come from any minority group, including women, but specifically people of colour, including Black people, including Asian people, including Mexican people, including Native American, including Aboriginal, Native Australian, including islanders everywhere, including Papua New Guinea, including all the various Asian countries. And for any I have not mentioned, I apologise. You're included, including all gay, lesbian, bi, trans, and everything transgender, everything that is not straight, white, hetero. I'm aware there's so much braveness arising from all the minority groups, and my heart cracks open. I am just amazed at the bravery and the courage coming out in this time where there's already so much upheaval. Maybe it's the perfect time. It has to be, because it's happening now. And my heart is with you, and I stand with you. It took me all my life to find my voice, and I love watching people find their voice. So if that's you, if you're affected by that, if you're finding your voice in any way, in any group that's not even mentioned, and I know straight white men go through stuff too, so you're included if you're having trouble. I just wanted to specifically mention the minorities. The fact of their being creates a struggle from the beginning, just because, which is wrong, and I'm glad it's being addressed. I'm glad it's being looked at. I'm glad the world has got to a place where it can't be shoved under anymore, where people are stepping up and saying, yes, let's be ethical, let's be equitable, let's be discerning. Let's remember that everyone does matter, not just in theory, but in how we live, in how we practice, in how we speak, in how we open up to all, how we relate in the day-to-day to everyone we meet. Everything to do with that, I'm adding that in. If you feel the effects of people who've been held down rising, together, alone, in groups, in families, however they're doing it, add them in. Okay, when I meditate, the words come through me, so I realize I digress there, so I'm going to breathe and connect back in. It came through because it matters. We're going to do a global love in here. In front of us, we're putting everything we're uncomfortable with. I've thrown in the big things that are occurring in the world. There's also people not being able to work, and income being affected, and struggling financially, struggling with housing, struggling with being in another country that's not their own and not being able to return home. So many, all the issues around the virus and around what's arising in the world does affect everything. It affects every level of life for a lot of people. So all of that is just in there. And now go into your life. could be your health, it could be your relationships, it could be your relationship with yourself. Maybe you're learning to love yourself and seeing things that you've never addressed before, and they're hard. It's hard to start loving ourselves when we've had a habit of judging, of putting ourselves down, of putting ourselves behind others, of not speaking and saying, hey, that's not okay. Hey, I matter. Hey, I need to be heard. And walking away when that's not respected. It's hard. And as we do speak up, it's easy to look back and go, why didn't I do this before? Please do not judge yourself. We can only do in any moment what we're able to do. So everything in your life, if you're having issues with finances, and I've mentioned health and relationships, including your own relationship. Could be work. Anything and everything. Put it in there. Everything you're uncomfortable, put it in front of you. Everything that you would like to achieve, have, do, or be. And that can be as simple as you've lost work and you want to raise your income or get one back. It can be that you've had health issues and you want your wellness and energy back. There could be one person or a number of people that you're having issues with communicating, or anything else. Breathe, breathe, breathe. We're going in deep here. Breathe. Put it in front of you with everything else, one big blob of it all, everything you're uncomfortable with that comes to your mind. We're taking our time here so things can surface. And now we're just going to allow that everything that we are not comfortable with, everything that we would have changed, even if we're not sure how that would change, is in front of us, even if we've not had it come to mind and put it there. Okay, beautiful. And now, hands on your body again. On your chest and just below your belly button. Breathe, breathe. Get very connected to your body. Bring your attention to your heart. Bring your attention to your heart and breathe. Relax. Bring your attention to your heart and know that here is the seat of your power, of your knowing, of your strength, of your wisdom, of your kindness, of your ability to withstand, to arise, to be resilient, to meet anything and everything in front of you. In our heart, the space through which we access the spirit of us, the life of us, the love of us. We connect to the spirit, the life, the love of all. And we sit in our heart in that connection. And we acknowledge the life of us, the spirit of us that has a connection to all and a knowing of all and a knowing of the rightness of the next steps and a knowing of the how to move through, past, dissolve anything. So we sit in our heart until we feel connected to that And if you don't get strong physical feelings, that's okay. Just that sense that you are connected, that you are able to tap into the love you are, the life of you, the spirit of you, and whatever your words are for that. Tapped in. And now we open. And we allow love. We allow the life of us to pour through everything in front of us, that big blob of everything. Everything we don't know how to fix, everything we would like changed, everything uncomfortable, we pour love through. Every atom, every cell, every situation, every circumstance, every wrongness, every rightness, every injustice, every beautiful thing. There's no part that love does not pour through. Breathing, staying connected, letting love move through everything in front of us, everything behind us, everything we've brought to the surface. Love flows through, conscious, handing over to love everything we don't know. Love knows. The answers may not come immediately, but our way will open, the next steps will be there. If you need support, it will come. Open, trust, allow, let love slide through. There we go, there we go. And then we bring love and we focus it on ourself, on the, I can see, feel what I want to say. I'm finding the words. On the image we have of ourselves, for want of a better word. How we see ourselves, how we judge ourselves, how we love ourselves and how we don't. Just let love slide through all our beauty and all our frailty and all our perfection and all our imperfection. And every bit of it we now see light sliding through, lightening up, transmuting where it's led to do so. We are not controlling this. We are not managing this. We are handing it over with love pouring through, leaving it to love. And now we consciously hand up the whole of it, including everywhere we're a part of anything, where we're connected to all. Hand it up to the universe. We don't know, and we acknowledge that. Show me, universe, show me God, show me. Help me, please. Help me, universe. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. I don't know how, I know it can be. Show me, thank you. And let it go. Imagine the light of love that just poured through it is dissolving it all. And as it's dissolved, where you've allowed it to be intersected with love is being met in perfect ways that will unfold ongoing, and now we leave it, knowing it's taken care of. And until next time we need to find our peace and access love and bring love to anything, we let it all go, and I send my love to you. I send my love around the world to every person, every sentient being, every sentient living all animals, all birds, the oceans and everything within them, the earth and the mountains, the rainforests and rivers and springs and creeks. Love, love, love to our beautiful earth and wherever she needs healing and love. There we go. We finish on this as a prayer to all. And I thank you for your time and your presence and your love and your commitment. Stay well now. Stay safe. With all my love.